What's up guys, and welcome to a new video on this channel. Welcome to a new squad building challenge video. EA just today released the next two leagues for its league squad building challenges, and one of them is the Russian League. As you might have seen in my previous video on the prediction on which league is going to be next, the Russian League was one of my two favorites. And as I predicted, Smolov, the last year's top scorer, is the special card. You also get 20,000 coins, and obviously, given that it's 16 teams, you also get 16 packs. Fortunately, as I predicted this was going to be one of the leagues, I pre-invested basically in all the teams. I had most of them complete. I'll tell you one or two cards that I had to buy once we go through the teams one by one in a little bit. But for now, we will quickly complete the teams, and then we open all the packs, and we also get the overall rewards. So the first team is Amka Perm. Amka Perm, I think I had to buy one player for the overall rating. As you can see, I had a 62 player. I bought a striker, but in order to get the chemistry, I think I guess eventually I had to buy the right back just to get the rating high enough. And we get a premium silver players pack. Second club, Anshi. I think I had this one fully completed, so let's quickly cash that in as well. There's two gold players in this one. Other than that, it's just bronze and silver, as will be the theme for most of the Russian teams. And we get a premium gold pack for that one, so a 7.5k pack. Next one is Arsenal Tula. I have, again, mostly bronze and silver, actually only bronze and silver in this one. Pretty easy requirements in terms of the rating, and we get a jumbo premium silver pack. Second team, one of the bigger ones, one of the Moscow teams. As you can see, a bunch of gold players, as the requirements are 75 rated team. Chemistry in most of the teams was 95 requirements, so that wasn't the issue. Rating, I think I had it pretty well. I didn't have to buy any players, and only two of them were rare players. So there's obviously a bunch of rare players that you don't have to use for the Moscow team, and you get as a reward a premium gold players pack. So a pretty decent reward. Krasnodar, the fifth team. A lot of gold players actually. Similar requirement to the Moscow team. I have two rare players, one rare player up front, and the rest just non-rare golds with two bronzes and one silver one. And we get a rare gold pack as a reward. The next team is FC Orenburg. I think I had that one complete as well. 66 rating, nothing too spectacular. So let's cash that in as well. A premium silver pack is the reward. So overall, I can already summarize. I spent, I guess, 10 additional K on the players I didn't have, because I missed the rating or I missed the chemistry. Because I usually, when I pre-invest, I invest in a 4-4-2 squad, because most of the time you can adjust the squad accordingly. As you can see right here, I have a right mid as a center back. Usually you can have 1.5 positions off, and still have the right chemistry. But sometimes I really like the player in terms of the rating, so I had to buy a gold or a premium silver player. And that's really when it becomes a little bit expensive, especially if the challenge is new. But I guess here you can see I still made it with the position that is not ideal. Still a 71 rated team for a 70 requirement, and chemistry obviously pretty good with 100 chemistry for a 95 requirement. We do get a jumbo gold pack for the Rostov team. Before we move on to the next team, which is FC Ufa. Again, silver and bronze for this one. We have, there is no goalkeeper for this team, so I use a striker, but you can, as you can see, the requirement, you only need 10 FC Ufa players, so you might as well pick any Russian goalkeeper, or any Russian league goalkeeper, which would also have been fine. But you can see the chemistry is still okay. I have 3 chemistry points above the requirement. And we do get a jumbo silver pack for this one. And as I said before, silver packs this year are pretty much OP, given that the squad building challenges often require silver players, and then they go for good amounts of coins. FC Euro, nothing too spectacular. Again, bronze and silver squad, so let's cash that in too. We get a premium silver players pack for completing this one. And then I think for the next team I had to buy 2 players for the Krylia team. Yes, I had to buy the 2 players up front. I had to buy this guy as the rating wasn't good enough for my team. And I also bought this one who plays off cam, but again 74 rated was required for me to get the rating to a 67 overall, because my center back line is basically mid 50s, goalkeeper mid 50s. I just needed the 2 rare silver players up front to make the ratings requirement. We cash that in, we get a premium gold pack as a reward. Well, we coming to an end in terms of the teams. We have still a couple of them left. We have Lokomotiv Moscow, again one of the better teams, so you'll see a bunch of goal players here. 1 rare player as a center back, 75 rating requirement, just like the first Moscow team. And besides the rare gold pack, we also get 1,000 coins. And when I completed the teams earlier today, initially buying players was pretty expensive, but over the first 1 or 2 hours, prices already dropped drastically. So if you see this video now and you still have to buy a couple of players, you don't be afraid. It will not be that expensive as the previous leagues, where you get actually the good Lacazettes and all the good rewards. For this team, Smolov is a reward, so probably not that attractive, and basically the player prices are also not that inflated as in the other squad building challenge league. So we also complete Rubin Kazan. We get a jumbo goal pack, 73 requirements, so a bunch of goal players in the squad as well, but I think I had them all prepared. So wait for this to complete, and then we move further down the list. I think there's 4 more. Yes, we have the 3rd Moscow team in this league. Again, 74 requirements like all the Moscow teams. We have a bunch of goal players, non-rares in this case. We barely make the chemistry in this one, as we play a left wing as a left back, and I think someone else must be quite off. I guess the midfield, they all lose some chemistry, but nonetheless we still make it to get the reward, which is a jumbo goal pack. So we have a bunch of packs to open. I think we have 16 teams plus the overall one, so we'll have 17 packs to open in a little bit. Well, we still have 3 teams to complete. Tarek is the next one. A bunch of rare silvers here, with a 69 requirement, and we get another premium goal pack. Obviously, even if you haven't invested in the league at all, the bronze players should not be too expensive. I had a bunch of them left, and I sold a bunch of them, and they're basically sold for discount prices. Apparently Smolov is not that attractive of a reward, but like I said, I pre-invested. I spent, I think, let's say 1,500 to 2,000 per team. So that's not too big of an investment. Plus you get the 25, I think it is, for this league. You get 25,000 coins back. You get all the packs. So I'll definitely make money on this league. Tomsk, the next team, 66 rating requirements. So we can use a bunch of bronze players, a couple of silvers to bring up the rating, and that's all you need for a premium silver players pack. Again, one of the better requirements. And I think we have 1 team left, Zenit St. Petersburg, exactly. I think I had to actually buy a bunch of players. I had to buy this guy, Krishito, as well as Witzel, because I was missing the rating. I think it has the highest one in this league. I guess all Moscow teams were 74. This team has 76. So I had to buy Witzel, Krishito, and Lombards, I think that is, to bring the rating up. As you can see, I had 3 bronze players instead. But I guess they were not too expensive. It's around 2,000 coins each. And we get a premium gold players pack as a reward. So I guess overall, definitely made money on this league. Let's cash that in, complete this one, and also complete the overall Russian League squad building challenge. So you see this, and then Russian League completed. We get Smolov, we get 20,000 coins on 25. Nonetheless, we definitely made money on this one. So let's quickly store this to the team, and then we open the packs that we got as rewards. Smolov, a card I probably won't use. He is Russian, in a Russian league, so you definitely have to pair him up in the Russian team. Probably won't use him, but nonetheless, it definitely looks good to have these blue cards in the team. So let's quickly store him to the club, and then move to the to the store to open the packs that we accumulated over time. So I guess we just go through them one by one. We have the gold packs and the premium silver packs at the end. So let's just start with the, let's say, cheaper ones. Let's start with the jumbo silver pack. Guess we can skip all the silvers at least. What do we get in the first one? We get Whittaker as a rare card. We get a bunch of, that's a Eredivisie player. So let's see how much he sells for. For basically nothing. So no need in selling him immediately. We get a Mexican player, which is not too bad. The rest just quickly move to the end. No players here either. Let's put the upper body to the transfer list. And the rest we just store in the team. And the discards we just quick sell them. Next pack is a Jumbo Premium Silver pack. Let's skip that as well. We get 3 rare players. Let's see, we get 1 MLS player, which is definitely helpful. But none of the players are from the recent squad building challenges. We saw that in the club as well. We'll send this to the transfer list. Any player? Nope. So we send all this to the club and the rest goes to, or will be discarded. I think 1 silver pack before we'll open a bunch of gold packs. Let's see what we get here. We get a Swiss player, a Russian player, a rare Russian player, silver player. Let's see how much he goes for. It's crazy how much they lost in value. Initially, when they published the challenges earlier today, the players went for like 4 to 5k, at least some of the rare silvers. Now, as you can see here, 1.5k. Not really worth selling actually, but I guess I won't need these players anyway. So let's list them up for 1,100. And then we get a French player, which will be helpful. What else do we get? Let's put all of this to the club, sell the 2 stadiums, and then we come to a bunch of gold packs. Start with a jumbo gold pack. We get Mertesacker. Not too bad. That's actually a pretty neat reward. Obviously super slow, but doesn't sell. Oh, he sells actually for 34, let's say 30 to 3,400. That's not too bad. Also another French player. Anything else we might have to sell? Van Aanholt, as well as Jurgensen, especially since Jurgensen is also in one of the current challenges. Let's see how much he goes for. 400. Nevertheless, let's list him up as well for 600. And Van Aanholt we list up later. So this we just store to the club, and stadium we quick sell. Another jumbo gold pack. Obviously there's also the new team of the week out since yesterday, so we need to get one of those cards. Another Dutch player. That's pretty good. Let's see how much he goes for. Usually the gold cards, they don't increase that much in price compared to the normal. Yeah, 950. So I'll just store him to the club. Another French player here, which is nice, but nothing too crazy yet in terms of rewards. We got 2 gold players that we can list up later, and this guy, I think it was, we just sell. Another jumbo gold pack. Let's see what we get in this one. We do get not even a rare card or elite rare player. We got a Russian player though. Krishito. I had to buy him earlier to complete the team, and now I pack him, and he still seems to be going for around 1,000. So let's sell him for 900 before he decreases further in value. The rest, nothing too spectacular. Let's sell the squad fitness card. A bunch of position changes, but nonetheless, this stuff basically all comes for free because we pre-invested. So I'll take it no matter what. Another premium gold pack here. And we do get 2 rare cards. As the first one is from Milan, and it is a card I already have. It's Bonaventura. I can already see him. We got a Nice player, which is nice, and another Standard Liège player. I mean, this is what is really good for. You complete the squad building challenges, and by doing so, you get more players for other squad building challenges. So eventually, it will definitely be worth the investment we made before. We'll list up Bonaventura later. Let's quickly go through the remaining packs. We have 2 more premium gold packs here before we go to the Christmas packs. At least the ones that have the Christmas pattern on front of it, on top of it. We do get a Fenerbahce player, which is nice, but nothing really worth mentioning in terms of rating. So let's quickly move to the next pack. Hazard on the pack. What will be inside? While the store takes a little bit too low, we get no rare card. Let's skip it. What do we get in this one? Another French player from the Ligue 1, which is good. We have another squad fitness that we can sell. The rest we just store in the club, and those 2 stadiums we quick sell. What do we have left? We have 2 rare gold packs, 2 premium gold players packs, and 3 premium silver players packs. So let's start with the rare gold packs. We get a Moroccan player. I already saw that one. We get Benassia and Süle. Not too bad. Future Bayern Munich player, as it seems like. Doesn't go for much though, so just store into the team. Let's sell the squad rating later. And we get 2 Juventus players. I think I might have told you that I also prepared for the Serie A to be the new league, so I have both of them already in my club for future squad building challenges, so I can sell them now, and this guy I sell as well. Next, rare gold pack. What do we get? 3 rare. Obviously it's rare, but a Karius, Liverpool goalkeeper from Germany, as well as Sanchez from Fiorentina. 2 squad rating, 2 squad fitness cards, as well as Shane Long, who will sell later. Then we have the premium players packs. Let's start with this one first. And it's a big flare. It's a bigger flare, let's say. We get Isco. Not too bad. I haven't prepared anything in the Liga BBVA or La Liga Santander, as it's called this year. But Isco is definitely good to have in the club. It's one of those players you... Ooh, not too bad. 7k. Is one of those players that you can need in most squad building challenges where you have a little bit higher requirement in terms of rating. Players like Isco are the ones that you wanna have to complete your team. We also get Pröpper from Eindhoven, which will probably sell later. Let's store those to the transfer list, and the rest let's send them to the club. Another premium gold players pack. Let's get another Isco-like player. Apparently we don't. No rare player. We get Zaha. I used Zaha quite a bit last year. I was pretty happy with him, as I think he was still left wing or left mid last year. I think I played him with Sterling whenever I needed the when I needed to rest Sterling. I guess I just take him. McGeady, obviously one of the FIFA 13-14 legends, basically. Nothing too spectacular here. I see another South American player for the squad building challenge, I think. Let's send that player to the transfer list, and now we have 3 premium silver players packs remaining. Obviously you want those silver players from a squad building challenge league, and the first one we'll get is Gulaschi from Bundesliga. The Bundesliga might be a candidate for the next squad building challenge league, because there are not as many leagues anymore with good rewards. as I said in my video that I will actually link below, so click on the link and check that video out for my predictions from a couple of weeks ago. For the next Global Challenge leagues, I assume will be one of the bigger leagues. Serie A, Bundesliga are probably the two favorites here, and then paired with one of the weaker leagues, like the K League or the Austrian League. So it's always good to have those players in the team as well to be prepared. We get another French player from the league. Oh, I guess another Turkish player, as well as Toulouse. Toulouse is obviously hard, not obviously, but is apparently hard to complete this year, and he's extinct. Jesus. Toulouse is one of the most expensive teams to complete if you want the Lacazette card. So that player is definitely useful. And again, it's another reason why pre-investing makes sense, because you pack those players, you don't pay much up front, you get the players, and here we get another Liga NOS player, if I'm not mistaken, from Setúbal, and another one from Braga. Another Belgian player, another Nice player. So these are really the packs you want to get as a reward. So let's send all those to the club, and the duplicates we'll send to the transfer list. And I think we have one pack remaining. We do have one pack remaining. Let's open this. Let's not skip it. Let's see what we get. We get a Danish player, Larsen. Anything else useful in here? We get another Mexican player, or from the Mexican league. I mean, we get a Chelsea player. Let's see how much he goes for. Nothing really. And another Mexican player. Not too bad overall. And these two go to the transfer list. If you look at the coin balance up the top, we are at 356 now. I think I paid overall. I think I paid around 15 to 20k for the Russian league, for the overall Russian league to be prepared. I paid another 10k, let's say, for the players I had to buy for rating requirements, for instance, etc. So in overall, let's say 25 to 30k of an investment, and I got 20,000 coins for the coin rewards. I got 18 or 17 packs, I think. We got a bunch of rare players and a bunch of non-rare players that we can use in future squad building challenges or in current squad building challenges. So overall, definitely worth it, guys. If you haven't completed this league yet, or this time, maybe you're able to complete it in the next weeks, but also check the video below where I'll talk about future squad building challenge leagues, so you can be prepared next time. Anyway, guys, check out my Eredivisie video, which will come out in a couple of hours, and let's hope we pack a inform, a walkout, or some other special card. As you have seen, this pack opening was not that spectacular. Nevertheless, we made money. Hopefully you guys make money too, and I will see you in the next video.